Welcome back, sports fans. We have more Chance Bishop here with the Washington Nationals. Washington in the midst of an 8-game losing streak. Can the rookie Chance Bishop be the end of it? So right now, doing a little better than 38 games under 500. The Washington Nationals taking on the division rival the Braves. First man up, Song Kim flies that to right, and that's going to be retired by the right fielder right there, Robert Hassel. One up, one down here in the first. Matt Olson, 0-0 count, and Olson grounds that one to the second baseman. And he's going to, for some reason, double clutch it before firing to first. Could just underhand it just fine. But now up comes Austin Riley, the power-hitting third baseman, and he chops that one back to Chance. Knocks it down. Throw to first will be in time. Bit of a high throw there, but a 1-2-3 inning as Luis Garcia Jr. handles it. On now, bottom of the second here, Michael Harris up, batting in the 4-hole. A strange spot for the center fielder, but Washington, though, with a 1-0 lead. So Chance does get some run support here early in this one, and he can work with it very well. And there you go. That's going to be a fly ball to right field for out number 2 here in the inning. So with 2 outs now, here up comes Mike Yastrzemski. 1-2 count in Yastrzemski. He chops that to the first baseman, takes to the bag himself, and that's a 1-2-3 second here in the game. On now to the top of the third inning here with Washington still leading 1-0. Bottom 3 now, 1-2 count, 2. Brett Wisely, and Wisely goes down looking there for the strikeout. And it's going to be strikeout number 2 on the day for Chance Bishop. Now up comes Marcelo Dubon, and Dubon, he goes down swinging as well. Back-to-back punch-outs here in the third inning. That's 3 on the day for the rookie Chance Bishop. 1-2 count to Jonah Heim, and Heim swings to that slider, and Chance strikes out the side in order. Love to see that there for the rookie as we head on to the top of the 4th inning. Nationals still lead this one 1-0. Bottom 4, Song Kim up again, and he chases that slider way too far out of the zone. Not sure what he was swinging out there. Couldn't hit that one with a boat. On now to Matt Olson, 0-2 count, and Olson, he's going to get the swing and hack at that. That's going to be back-to-back punch-outs here in this inning. That's 6 on the day. That's 5 consecutive. Austin Riley up, and Riley ends the strikeout streak. Fly to center. That's going to be caught. That's going to be 12 straight retired by the rookie Chance Bishop here in this one. On now to the top of the 5th as the Braves still hitless so far. Bottom of the 5 now. Here we go. 0-2 count to Harris. Harris sends that to right. That one's high and deep, but caught though by Robert Hassel without much of any excitement in this one. On now, Ozzie Albies. Albies, 0-2 count, sends that to left. In comes the left fielder, and James Woods is going to make the grab for that one. That is going to be out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Mike Yastrzemski up, and Yastrzemski, he takes the inside fastball. Not sure really how he hit that one, put that one's drive into it, but a fly out to right. That's a 1-2-3 5th inning here. Braves still hitless through 5. On now, bottom of 6. 1-2 count to Wisely, who strikes out. He's 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs on the day. 7 on the day for Chance Bishop. Up comes Marcelo Dubon, and Dubon sends that one to center. That's going to drop in for a base knock. So the perfect game ends at 5 1/3 here in this one. That's, you hate to see it. You really do. But that's just kind of how baseball works. Chance clearly not happy with himself that Dubon, of all people, break up the no-hitter. Well, now Jonah Heim. Heim, 1-2 count, and Heim strikes out swinging there. A little bit of excitement from Chance Bishop. That's 8 strikeouts on the day. Take a look at the pitch mix-up here. Chance relying heavily on that slider. 23% of his pitches so far have been that strikeout slider. Up now here, Cam pops it up. Foul territory. Underneath of it's Garcia Jr. who makes the grab, and that's going to end the 6th there, stranding runner at first base. So with runner stranded, on now to the top half of the 7th. Bottom 7, still a 1-0 lead. Matt Olson gets a drive into that one. Center fielder underneath of it makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 1 here with the 0-2 count to Matt Olson. Up comes Riley. Riley 0-0 count. Riley grounds that one to the third baseman. Playing the third base line. Throw cannot be handled by Garcia Jr. And that is going to be rolled an E5 on Brady House. Hate to see that. Up come now Michael Harris. Harris grounds out on the second baseman. To short, over to first, not in time. Can't get the double play. And Vivas just could not flip it to Abrams quick enough for that one. Ozzy Albies up. Albies pops it up. Garcia gonna do it all himself here as he's gonna make the grab along the first base line for out number 3, stranding 1 here in the inning on the fielder's choice. So on now to the top of the 8th, and on the bottom of the 8th, but we do pick up a run in the 8th. That's a strikeout down the sinker for Mike Yastrzemski. Just get him looking. That's 9 on the day. Brett Wisely up. Wisely 2-2 count. He pops this one up. Foul ground on that one. The catcher underneath of it, and Keibert Ruiz makes the grab for out number 2. With 2 down now here in the 8th inning, with a 2-0 lead, Chance is in line for hopefully his first win in the majors. Dubon strikes out. That's going to end the inning there. And we have 10 on the day, and we're on now to the top of the 9th inning for any sort of run support. Clayton Beeter, he's out to pitch here. Oh boy, hold on to your butts, Nationals fans. This could be a rocky one. Beeter 16 for 20 and saves, a 2.77 ERA. And there you go. They do get one. The Braves somehow do get one in the 9th. So Beeter, not perfect, but Chance. First major league win at least. That's kind of what you want to see. So he's got 1 down. And, well, hundreds of more wins to come. Hundreds of more wins to come. Chance easily, with his stuff, could be a 200-300 win pitcher, a 5,000 strikeout pitcher, but 1-3 on the regular season with a 1.38 ERA. Whip sub 1. Here we go. First man up, it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe. Flies that to left for out number 1. So with 1 down now here on the Woods catch. Up will come the 2-hole hitter. That's going to be Marcelo Ozuna. Ozuna batting 300 on the season. He strikes out swinging there. That's a odd one to see. Ellie De La Cruz batting 250. He strikes out as well. 2 strikeouts on the day. Back-to-back end the inning. And we're on now to the bottom half of the inning. Nothing game going into the top half of the second. Suarez up, and Suarez just chops that one into left field. Just a slow roller, and it just blew that in there past everyone's gloves. So with a leadoff single here in the second, up comes the 500 side Stevenson, who strikes out swinging. Stevenson down, 3rd of the game. Up comes now Will Benson. Benson lines that one down the left field line. That's going to be a 1-out single. Runner in scoring position now. That's going to be Eugenio Suarez. Suarez on second. Benson on first here in the second with 1 away. Up comes Spencer Steer. Steer sends that to center. That's going to get down. Chopper, the center fielder, has it. Suarez will score from second. Benson is on third. And Steer with the RBI single. Out comes Friedel. Friedel strikes that swing on that slider right there. 2 outs, 2 on here in the inning, 4 on the day. Up comes Matt McLean, and McLean strikes out swing on the slider out of the zone. Bishop shows some energy there, but the Reds do take a 1-0 lead here in the second innings thanks to 3 singles. Top of the third, up comes Lowe again, and Lowe strikes out swing on the fastball there. Lowe 0 for 2 on the day. You hate to see it. 6 strikeouts, though, through 2 1/3. Marcelo Ozuna, 0-1 count, and Ozuna chomps that one. House has it. Over to Garcia in time for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in this 3rd inning as Chance cruising along despite a rough second. And up comes Ellie De La Cruz. De La Cruz 0-2 count, and he goes down looking. Cruz over to a 2 punch-outs here in this one. On now to the bottom half of the 3rd. Nationals still hitless and runless. Top of the 4th, still a 1-0 Nationals deficit. And here we go, pop up in field. Garcia underneath makes the grab, and that's out number 1 here in the 4th inning. So with 1 down, Suarez retired this time following a leadoff single in his last at-bat. Up comes Stevenson. Stevenson swings through that fastball there. 2nd out of the inning. And up comes Will Benson. Benson with the 0-2 count. He strikes out swinging there. Back-to-back punch-outs ends the 4th. And on now to at the bottom half of the inning. Nationals looking for their first hit of the ball game. Cincinnati with a 1-0 lead on top of the fifth. 0-2 count to Steer. Slow roll to first. Steps on the bag is Garcia Jr. for out number 1. So with 1 out now here in the fifth inning, Chance in the driver's seat. And Chance hasn't run into any difficulty since that second inning. Grounder to Abrams. Abrams has it. Fires in time for out number 2. So 2 outs now here as Friedel is retired on the ground out. Matt McLean, 1-2 count, and McLean pops this one up. Vivas underneath. He's going to call everyone off. Makes the grab on the outfield grass, and that's going to end the fifth there. On now the bottom half, and it's a tie game going to the top of the sixth. 0-2 count to Nathaniel Lowe, and he strikes out. That's back-to-back at-bats with the punch-out there for the leadoff man, Nathaniel Lowe. That's 10 on the day also for Chance. Ozuna up, and Ozuna pops this one up. Flies that to right. That one's going to be caught on the run by Hassel. That's going to be the second out here in the sixth inning. So with 2 outs down in the sixth, up comes the 3-hole hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 2, 2 punch-outs, 0-0 count. Slow chopper. Abrams has it, throws on the run in time. That's a 1-2-3-6. On now the bottom half of the inning. And there you go. That Nationals take a 4-1 lead into the seventh, as Eugenio Suarez strikes out swinging there for out number 1. 11 strikeouts on the day, and Chance relying heavily on that slider again. 22% of the pitches he's thrown have been that devastating slider. A great strikeout pitch for these hitters. Tyler Stevenson up, and Stevenson strikes on the fastball. That's a dozen on the day. And can Will Benson make it a Baker's? And no, grounder. Abrams has it. Throw on the run in time, and that's going to end the seventh there. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Are on now to the bottom half of the inning. The question is, will Chance pitch the eighth? And he will. 0-2 count to Spencer Steer. As let's see how short this leash truly is. That is 13. That's the Baker's dozen there. 13 strikeouts for Chance Bishop. TJ Friedel up. And here you go. That's to right. That's going to be caught by Robert Hassel for out number 2 here in the eighth inning. And up will now be the 9-hole hitter, Matt McLean. McLean batting sub 200. He goes down looking at the fastball there. And that should end Chance's night with a 4-1 lead. And no, they send him back out there for the ninth. He's going for the complete game. Lowe goes down looking at the strikeout there. And it's going to be 15 on the day for Chance. Marcell Ozuna, can he be 16? And he is. That slider just pulls out from underneath them on that. 1-2 count to De La Cruz. Does he get the hat trick? He does there. No, he grounded out, I think. 3 strikeout night at least for Ellie De La Cruz. Until next time, peace out.